Hello and welcome to A Seat at the Table. I'm Axiom. Today we will be discussing Warframe, a cooperative PvE game developed by Digital Extremes. Today we're looking at the in-game cash shop and the currency called Platinum, which is purchased with real money, as well as you get 50 Platinum starting out. So what we're going to do today is kind of talk about what we each think is worthwhile in the store, what isn't worthwhile, and I'm joined today by my friends from Under the Lotus Sekshunate and Twisted Lily. Do you guys want to say hi?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? This is Section 8.
This is Twisted Lily, warlord of Under the Lotus.
And that's clan leader in this game. So we're going to go through our list and see what we think is good, what isn't. We're going to start with Lily's list. The first thing that Lily had kind of put out there was Warframe slots. So Lily, why do you think Warframe slots are worthwhile?
Combat types. You can also do spellcaster. Like, for example, there's Excalibur, Ash, and Amber Frost. What is good about those is they're a combo. Like, those two work together the best. We also have tanks and support, such as Loki, Nyx, Rhino, Frost, and Trinity. This is what you might want to use of your 50 Platinum, because the slots aren't enough that they give you in gameplay, so they give you the extra Platinum to maybe help with that as well.
You get 2 slots starting, don't you? I think it's your first frame and then
2 slots. You have the one that's for use up with your frame, blah 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 frame. The second one is one that they give you as a free slot. But when they give you the free Platinum, they either expect you to use it wisely or just spend it on whatever you want. I choose the Warframe slots because I want that extra slot in case I find something cool I want to make.
Yeah, and there's a lot of frames, and I mean with every major update they're adding at least 1 frame. I know with update 8 we kind of got 2 frames because they added Vauban right before the update actually hit, but we already had the Frost Prime blueprints, so we kind of got 2 frames out of that one. And what was the voting results on the website for the design council? What frame was that they're going to add soon?
They're going to use an molecule frame, I believe, antimatter. Yeah.
That's right, yeah. So that should be pretty cool too. So I mean, there's always more frames being added, and you don't want to miss out on that. You have anything you want to add, Section?
I mean, I agree. Definitely agree with that. Prior to update 8, my choice, one of the 3 choices would have been the Warframe slots or / weapon slots. But for this one, I actually chose Forma just because it's used in everything, from the new weapons to polarizations to adding rooms to your dojo. It's just so integral now and it's so rare. The blueprints are actually, and rewards are so random that I actually purchased quite a few of them for our dojo. That's
right. Let's go ahead and talk about that Forma a little bit. So, Forma, for people who aren't really familiar with it, in Update 8, it kind of got a really big... It came around in a big way in Update 8, where, before people were kind of thinking, oh, we can just prestige our weapons, you can add a polarity slot once you get to 30, and re-level it, you can have more mods on it. But in Update 8, as Section pointed out, it's being used in everything from the dojo to your weapons to blueprints. I mean, you pretty much can't do a whole lot in Update 8 unless you have Forma. And the only way you're going to get that is through running the Void, which I think it's only Tier 2 and Tier 3, I think you get blueprints.
Actually, you also get blueprints in defense missions and your login reward.
That is
true.
Get Forma? They did add that.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Another good thing to know about the Void missions with the Forma, if you have 4 people in your group and they give you the blueprints, they give you double that blueprint.
Really?
Yeah, I have actually gotten multiple that way.
Oh, that's
awesome.
Badass. I had no idea about that. Learn something every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so next thing that we have is on Lily's list is weapon slots. I think weapon slots are kind of in the same way as Warframes. So what do you guys think about weapon slots and buying those with Platinum?
Weapon slots are always good. Now, when you buy weapon slots for 20 plat, you get two of those slots. Those are extra slots for any kind of weapon that you plan on building, you buying in the store when you later on plan on buying like weapons. If you do add more platinum, In total, if you spend all your plats on this, you get 8 weapon slots. It's more than enough for a drastic gameplay changes.
That is true, definitely.
Did they?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm looking at it right now. The weapon slot. Because I hit the buy slot button. It says 2 weapon slots for 12 platinum. Did they lower it from 20, or has it always been 12?
Well, either way, 12 is better than 20.
Oh yeah, because for the Warframe slots, it's 1 slot for 20 platinum.
Yeah. So I mean, you're starting
Yeah,
with 50
Warframe
platinum.
you can get maybe 2, but that still leaves 10 plat over, which you really can't really use it except for maybe the refills for revives, but that
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you
that's
don't
a
want to do
waste
that.
because you get revives every day when you log in.
Yeah,
It's
pigeonhole.
like an every 24-hour thing.
Yeah, it's definitely true. The only thing I'll say about weapon slots is that some of the weapons, you know, when you're leveling up for mastery, some of the new clan dojo weapons, you have to have mastery 7. I haven't kept all the weapons that I've leveled. I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely made some weapons, leveled them to 30, and then sold them. The Strun comes
I'm a
to mind,
collector. My
and
bad.
the Boar.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you
the
keep
same
all
as
yours.
Lily. I have every single weapon, every single one, every single Warframe. I keep
Yeah,
see, I
them
have all the
I'm a
frames.
big collector.
So DE likes you guys then, because you buy lots of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Normally, if I don't like something, I just let it sit in my inventory. But if I do really like the weapon, I will use it, especially in defense missions. If I find it helpful, like the Baltor for one. I like how it pins my enemies
Baltor's
to the
very good.
walls or different things around it.
Yep, definitely.
Okay. And next thing we're going to go to is Catalyst. This is one that was on my list and Section 8's list and Lily's list, so we all agreed that Catalysts are worth it. Catalysts, they're also called potatoes. That's kind of like the colloquial term. You know, someone says potato in game, they mean organ catalyst or reactor. So basically, these things work. You put one in your armor or your weaponry, and it doubles the amount of mod slots you have available, which is pretty useful.
It's almost essential.
It is essential, especially when it comes to your weapons and your warframes. Now, everybody likes to have that extra ability to put more mods on than what you have, especially when you level those mods up. That gives you double of what you would normally get with the weapon or the frame rank. It doubles it, basically.
Right.
So basically, if it go up to a 30 rank, you'll get 60 of those, where you get 60 where, depending on what mod you're using, it gives you more of an opportunity to change up, switch mods, you know, make something better than what it would have been if it was without a potato.
Just a lot
Right.
more customization.
I mean, you
gives
probably
more
won't
of
do it
that
with everyone
optional
either.
taste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you probably won't do it with every weapon you get, but like the ones you really, really like, or the ones that you like that don't have any polarity slots starting out. I mean, if a weapon doesn't have any polarity slots, then you're not going to be able to put much in it, especially once you get your mods ranked up. Because imagine
Another
polarity
good thing I would like to
cuts it
add
in half.
in was with the Formas. They have just released this with the most recent hotfixes and updates. The Formas you can take, and after you get a weapon or a frame up to 30, you can change the polarity slot. Polarity slot's what cuts that mod level in half. With changing these, you can also customize it to the mods you want to personally put on your frame that you love using.
That's right.
Formas aren't just used for that. You use them in the dojos as well. For certain things that need to be built in dojos, they require Formas.
Yeah, and quite a few.
Yeah.
And
So
with
catalysts
the new
and Formas,
weapons research
major
labs,
important.
My bad.
Lily's kid wants to get in the
My kid
video.
thinks that his voice needs to be heard over everything. But another thing I was saying was in the labs, some of the newer weapons have required you to have Formas to even make them.
Yep.
For example, the flamethrower or the prod that they released.
Yeah.
Which is one of the first weapon is the prod that you'll actually get out of one of the labs. I believe it's the energy lab.
That's correct. It's actually quite good. So yeah, if you want some of the really nice weapons, then you're going to have Formas. You're going to need Catalyst to make it even better. This one was one that was on my list. And this one's kind of more like, if you're the kind of player that you're going to put a little bit of money into the game and you're just starting out, I actually said Sentinels. Now, there are 3 Sentinels in the game. There's Shade, Death Cube, and Worm. And they each have their own little support skills they have. They basically follow you around in missions, and they attack, they can restore your shield, they can do cool stuff. And the only reason I said Sentinels was because as a new player, if you're just getting into the game, you're not going to have 100,000 credits to buy the blueprint. You're not going to have all the materials to make the Sentinel just right away like that, and they're very useful. You guys have any thoughts or anything to add?
The only one, I guess, well, once the Death Cube was released with Update 8, it vastly replaced Worm in every aspect. It's stronger, it's faster. I mean, I don't know.
It has a
Like,
laser beam of death.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it does. Until they, I don't know if they actually have they fixed Worm's crowd dispersion, the AOE stun that he's supposed to do. Is it actually ground level instead of air level?
I'm
It
not
doesn't
sure.
hit
I know that was
anybody.
a bug for a while. Yeah, I don't. I haven't used them since Cube.
Fixing a lot of the bugs from what I've heard. Like there was a Loki decoy bug, as well as the kunai had a reload bug.
Mm-hmm.
Which was
remember
really
that.
helpful because I had one of my clan members jumping up and down knowing that the kunai actually had a regular reload clip finally.
Nice.
Yeah, but if you want to be sneaky, Shade's the way to go. If you want to be all out assault, DPS, go Death Cube.
The bad part about it is Warframe isn't really have any well, how would you put that? Mats for stealth yet. Any of the
Yeah, that's true.
They haven't
There's
really
no point
done
yet.
a lot of stealth in here. Okay, out of gameplay, think Skyrim when you think stealth. Well, also
Okay, I can
when
get
it
that.
comes to thinking Skyrim. Sorry, I lost track of thought with
That's okay.
kids. They have an awesome stealth gameplay. In Warframe, they haven't really worked on it as much. They're still getting out the kinks of this game.
Right. I mean, it's still in beta. But you can have a lot of fun with it, and there's lots of stuff you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some people, though, that are actually super into the stealth in this game, which is awesome. Considerably, that means they're really putting their time and effort into completing a whole mission in stealth.
Which blows my mind because I would be completely bored. I just want to kill everything.
Yeah.
But we can
definitely.
play how we want to, right?
Yep, that is everybody's personality play.
Yeah. So we got one more thing to talk about from the cash shop, and this one was actually on Section's list. At first, whenever we were thinking about doing this video, and he said, affinity booster, I was thinking, why the hell would you want to get an affinity booster? But after having made about 5 or 6 worthless weapons just to raise for mastery, I've definitely seen where the affinity booster can be useful. So why don't you tell us what the affinity booster is all about, Section?
Basically, the affinity booster doubles the experience you get from killing enemies, picking up XP orbs, things like that. And if you don't have a lot of time, these are excellent ways to raise your weapons, your Sentinels, and your Warframes. Like myself, I use them because some of the weapons I don't like, I want to get them up to 30 and then just put them in storage and not have to worry about them again. It's all about, I guess, time management and just efficiency. Really, I don't have super long hours to be able to play, and just helps out a lot.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. Me and having the kids, it's hard for me to actually sit down for more than maybe 4 hours and actually get game time in. So
Yeah.
that affinity booster that I have, I think is awesome, especially ranking weapons and Warframes I don't like.
Yeah, I'll say I was off work for like about a week, so I bought the 7-day one, and it was pretty sweet because I had all these weapons like Heat Dagger, Dark Daggers, Dark Sword, where I would use these things once just to get them to 30 for the mastery and never use them again, and it made it a lot easier. Especially now if you consider too with Formas, where you're resetting your weapon, you can quickly, Forma, reset your weapon, go through it again, and get it back up to where you need it to be with the credit or with the affinity booster. I'm sorry.
Another thing about Formas is you don't get that mastery points after you Forma that frame again.
That is a good.
That's the only bad part. It is one of those things where you have to do it on your own time without getting any levels for it.
Yep, it's kind of like a one and done type thing. Just get
Yeah.
a 30 and that's it.
The only thing I don't like about the affinity booster, back to that, is that you can buy it in a 3-day or 7-day boost, but it doesn't stop going whenever you're offline. So you need to make sure whenever you buy it, if you can play for whatever the number of days are that you've committed to that boost. Otherwise, it's just wasted platinum.
Yeah,
If you buy a
that's the
free
catch.
boost,
that's
you
the
can't
only
play.
thing that
then you just
sucks
wasted your
about
plat.
them. It's the same with the credit booster, but you're pretty stupid if you buy the credit one because
Yeah.
honestly, it's so easy to get credits in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
The only way that would be viable is if it actually applied to the end mission rewards.
Yes, and it does not.
And
Nope.
something about that would also be I would only get something like that if I was constantly doing void missions because void missions give you at least 20,000 credits every end of the round or close to it.
Yeah, that's something that we didn't put on any of our lists, but I was kind of thinking about was the void key packs. What do you guys think about that? 5 keys for 75 plat.
Honestly, I would rather do the defense missions to get the void keys and also your login rewards. I didn't honestly spend any money on them because I thought it was a waste for only 5 keys, 75 plat for 5 keys, and you're not guaranteed certain ones.
That's true. There's 3 different tiers, and I mean the rewards are different for each tier.
Yeah. The credits are pretty. What's tier 1? Is it like 20,000 credits or is it like 10,000 for?
It's about 20,
It's like
I think.
10,000 credits.
Is it
Then
10?
tier
Okay.
2 is 20,000, and
Yeah.
then tier 3 is like 30,000, give or take, depending on how many kills and mods and things you pick up.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do pretty well as far as getting credits.
That was I don't know. It's kind of tough for me to really even come up with a list, to be honest, because I had the Grandmaster Founders package, so I had all this platinum just sitting there.
Oh yeah.
So I just buy slots and not really think about it until you start coming down to the wire and everything, and then you start finding out what's really valuable.
There's definitely a little
Honestly,
bit
the
of
most common thing you get in voids is the stock, the barrel for the Latron Prime, and the Reaper handle.
Yes.
yes.
And at the beginning, they had an actual bug for that where there weren't dropping enough Reaper blades and the receivers for the Latron Prime, which was honestly a lot of people were getting upset about it. They lost a lot of money due to that glitch. The only thing that a lot of people complained about with that glitch was a lot of them didn't get the refund that they wanted back, especially those that spent over $100 and some on those key packs.
Which just blows my mind that you would do that.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm glad you have money and everything, but holy crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
All right, so do you guys have any last things you want to say before we close out?
I think I'm good, man.
I think we did a pretty good session. Awesomeness.
Okay. Well, this is Axiom with Good Time Gaming. If you guys decide you want to play Warframe, you need a clan, then links are in the video to play with us. Join up. We'll have fun.